You know, I was thinking about something yesterday, or the day before, or today. I can't remember when. But regardless, I was thinking. I was having a conversation. Actually, I was having a conversation that with someone, and I can't remember who it is now. But um, is my brain going? I'm gonna try to look at the camera more. Is my brain going? Anyway, the thought was this: is that so many people start off humble in what they do. And there's the guy who's in charge of the New York Metropolitan Science. He's a black guy who's, that's what it was that made me think about this. Who was telling the story about how, as a college student, as a high school student, he called up, and Carl Sagan, of all people, wrote him and invited him up to his observatory, and he met Carl Sagan. And it reminded him to be humble, and that it's his job to do that. And actually, I can attest to that, because I actually reached out and talked to this guy, and I'm sorry I can't remember your name, and he responded to my email. So I can actually attest. So when I heard him saying that, I was like, that's, probably why he was so amenable. He didn't help me. I wanted him to get behind the E-Singularity initiative and to support the idea of free education and everything else, and put his name on it and blah blah blah. I mean, that's what I do. I ask people to do things that maybe they don't want to do but needs to be done, and in aligning yourself with a vision and paradigm of free education is something that we need more people aligning themselves, and more people getting behind the vision, the paradigm, education 3.0. So, and another person, Cameron Sinclair, who talked to Ted, and I look at Cameron as a mentor. And actually, Cameron talked to me for a little bit, but then he stopped responding to my emails. I think he thinks I'm a little crazy now. I don't know why. Maybe because I am a little crazy. But see, Cameron was like the most humble guy back before he went to TED, or right when he went to TED, and you could see that in his videos. And as someone elevates themselves in fame, and he's become now a very, prominent individual in the sense of what he's doing for architecture and architecture for humanity and stuff like that. His vision that he started with $1,000. So that's what also I love about Architect for Humanity, because, I'm trying to do education for humanity. Maybe I should have called it Education for Humanity, Architect for Humanity, Education for Humanity. I better grab that domain. Anyway, and I'm sure the same goes for a lot of other folks that used to be accessible and no longer are. And I hope, I guess, going back to my original start, I hope that I will always be accessible and be that open Carl Sagan, no matter what. I'm not saying I'm going to be famous or whatever. This guy's going to get himself hit. But if I'm ever successful and I become, let's say, famous for helping to flatten global education in some strange way, and I don't really care about fame, but I hope that someone will remind me of this video or show this video to me, to remember me as the scruffy, making less than $2,000 a month teacher living in Japan, struggling to do his dream, struggling to bring about something. I want to always remember this. And luckily I've got over nearly 150 videos now with me doing it. So if I ever do get high on my horse, and maybe I'll never have that opportunity, and it's not like I want the opportunity, I just want to do it, but doing it comes with a level of responsibility. I hope I'm always humble enough to remember my roots, and not to forget the other guys out there. So if I get an email from someone saying, hey, I've got this crazy idea and I want your help, I will investigate it and I will help them if I can, or if I believe in it. Just had a thought. I wonder how many people watch me because they think this video is going to be the one he crashes in. I wonder.